Hello comic book heroes, hello comic book fans. What we're going to be seeing today is comic book legends. Comic book legends, comic book masters, whose last name begins with the letter L. Today, we're going to be seeing Jay Lee, Tom Lyle, and Rudi Lepek. And they're going to show us Wolverine, Spider-Man, Archie, Betty Cooper. Here we have an amazing Wolverine, drawn by Jay Lee. Smoking. Let's go and take a closer look at it, shall we? Check out the pencils. We need the artwork. Tell me there, you think this characterizes his work? I do. I remember he was working on Submariner. That was a long time ago. Next up, Tom Lyle, Spider-Man. I know his work well. He's an incredible draftsman. Okay. Here we have Rudi Lepek. Okay. Rudi Lepek started out in Timely, well before Marvel. He was working for Stan Lee. And he went through EC, he went through Marvel, and ultimately ended up with Archie. Okay? And he was known as the artist who was in the field the longest inking, which meant that he had the longest career inking work than any other inker out there. And you're going to see why in just a few seconds. Okay, we're going to be looking at letters, we're going to be looking at artwork, we're going to be looking at beautiful envelopes. Let's go to it. Betty Cooper. Rudi Lepek. Here's the envelope that came in. He always sealed the envelope with a Riverdale High hologram. Always. And he always almost gave me a letter also. This here was cut out from a full page of work. He wanted to make sure that he gave me something beautiful, but he also wanted to make sure that it fit in the envelope. This is what I got. This picture of Archie and Betty, to me, just describes one word. That one word is very simple. It's the way, really, a lot of guys react when women do it. It's called love. And here is the signature right down here. Look at the beautiful pencil work. Here's a letter that came with it. Let's do this. Put it in front. I treasure these because the letters are so beautiful. Here's the envelope that came with it. So you can see the other envelope. Next up, if you get a chance, check out his career. Go on Bing or go on some, site that catalogs all these amazing artists' careers. Just, look and find out just where he's been and what he did. It would astound you. Here's the envelope came in. Like I said, if you can ever score an extra autograph or an extra signature, go for it. Now, Mr. Lepek has passed, so I have no problem with showing you his address. Archie. This is to my daughter, Christina. When she was just a young girl. Here's the letter that came with it. Let me shift this around a little bit. This was dated one day after Christmas in '97. One day after Christmas. Okay. Here's the envelope it came with. Okay. This piece here I didn't get any artwork with, but the letter is so beautiful. It's an amazing letter of love, of dedication, of just heartfelt breaking. And to the other side. Thanks, James, for writing me. I know I have at least one fan out there. God bless. But that's not the part that really got me. The fact that his wife died 10 years ago. And then, whenever he feels as though he's having a hard time, perhaps with keeping deadlines for comics, he thinks of her and she gets him through. Gosh. What kind of dedication do you call that? What kind of dedication do you call that? I mean, really? Do you miss your wife that much? You know? Do you think of her that much? To express a letter like that to a fan? I do. I love my wife very much. Though I'm not very famous. Okay, 1 second. Thanks for waiting. Can you see a trend here? Can you see a trend? That during life, maybe he was ignoring, and then after she's gone, he dedicates his life to her. I mean, that's out of Shakespeare, not out of comic books, or at least not the comic books I read. Something deeper. And I just loved sharing my story about how I collected these beautiful images, and about how Rudi tells you his story through letters. Rudi's gone. Okay? But hopefully you guys out there can enjoy his artwork, his letters, his his presentations, you know, to a fan he never met. So, you know, when you do go to these conventions, and I've never been, I mean, I've been to one convention my whole life, so, um, but when you go to the conventions, you know, shake hands with these guys. Let them know how you feel. You know, buy their books, buy their comics, buy their graphic novels. I don't know what I'm talking about sometimes, you know. But this is going a little bit long. I can get very long-winded. I apologize for that. Um, but I did show you some good stuff in this one. Um, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for posting, and thank you for letting your friends know on Facebook, letting your friends know through YouTube, letting your friends know through emails that there's something very, very special happening with these comic book artists. That they're not unapproachable. They're very approachable. You know, they don't always charge 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $200, $300 to get some artwork, because all these pieces that I've shown you throughout all the videos haven't costed me a cent. All they cost me was a sincere, heartfelt letter with a question perhaps, and self-addressed stamped envelope with either a 3x5 card or a 5x7 card, okay, with an envelope to fit it, and it all fits snugly into a legal size envelope addressed to the publisher. And if they're kind enough after that to give you their address, either in the letter they give you or on the return address of the envelope they're sending you, use that. Go to their home. Send it right to their house. So that's all. Upcoming next, well, we'll have to wait and see. Enough said. I'm out.